Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom is the newest installment of my Jurassic Park series of reviews. Man, I gotta be honest. So I have a little bit of interesting history with Jurassic Park movies. I didn't want to share, but I'm going to share it just so you can understand my perspective with this movie. I had never seen the original Jurassic Park movies until before this movie came out. I had really only seen Jurassic World because I saw that one in the theater. There's really no reason for that. I don't know. My dad just never showed it to me. I was really not interested. I think I shared part of this in a video. But yeah. But even I, who had only seen the original Jurassic Park movies one time, like just the original three, fucking hated this movie when it came out in the theater. And I've never wanted to rewatch it since. This is the worst of Jurassic Park movies to me. I can't really say for certain just because I haven't really rewatched Dominion. But this is like a movie that's like two halves of like two different movies. And both halves of the movie don't work. So the first half of the movie is is Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and going back to the island where the dinosaurs are to save as many of them as possible before the volcano goes off, because the government doesn't want to do anything because they'll just all die. And Ian Malcolm's giving some like deposition to Congress or the Senate or whatever, and being like, hey, the dinosaurs had their time, they gotta die. And what's crazy to me is I don't understand the characters like thing about, oh, dinosaurs can't die. Like, no, they should die. We've seen throughout all these movies the problems, and we've seen that since the first Jurassic Park. So already this is just a messy plot. They get to the island, of course they get betrayed, and it's like yada yada yada. They get off the island, but this stuff doesn't even work. Not even because it's just the plot of it is just bad. Because we're kind of just used to that in Jurassic Park movies, where like they're really stretching the reasons for them to go back to the island. Like third one did not have a reason for them to go back to the island. Second one didn't have a great reason, but it worked okay. But this one, like, shit. So, but it's like, okay, first the island stuff doesn't work because it's all these characters that go to the island are super annoying. They're all these really irritating animal activist characters that were like, man, like all those far right people call shit woke. This is one of the examples where they might have been right. Because what the fuck, these characters are so like annoyingly, I don't even know how to, like, Karens, that it's kind of wild. And then they bring this kid who like screams the whole time and is super annoying. Justin Smith, despite not being a terrible actor, he's okay and stuff. He is awful in this movie. It might be his worst performance besides that Magical whatever movie he did. That movie's fucking terrible. This movie's pretty bad too. He's horrible in it. And he's just the most annoying character. Like, I think they obviously thought he was supposed to be funny, but he was so irritating, and he's one of those characters that you're like, why did you bring him? There's no reason for him to be in the movie. But then you get that part where like Chris Pratt is like running against the volcano. This scene was in the trailers, and he's like running at the speed of volcanic ash, and then lands in the ocean. Bro, you be barbecued. Like, what the fuck? It just like, and then you get that, and then the next part of the movies is like weird haunted house stuff, and you don't even know why this shit is going on. Like, why is they in this house with this clone? And then all of a sudden, all these dinosaurs are taken to this house where evil billionaires are voting on dinosaurs, which just, why is this a plot line? And this is the part where it becomes a different movie, because it becomes like a horror movie in this mansion until it's revealed that the little girl's a clone. And the little girl finds out all the dinosaurs are clones, and she decides to release them, and that's how the movie ends. What the fuck? First of all, why is this like a plot line? There's like, I watched the next Jurassic Park movie, right? I saw that one in theaters, and there's still, even watching that movie, there's absolutely no good reason she needs to be a clone. Like, it is so convoluted and weird and just one of the worst plot lines in a Jurassic Park movie for no fucking reason. And then and then she releases the dinosaurs because they're alive like her, which makes absolutely no sense. And a lot of people were very excited for her doing that, because even though it was a stupid decision the way it happened, it at least made the title make sense. Oh, it's Jurassic World. You're going to see all the dinosaurs running around the whole globe. And what's going to happen next? You know, and that sounded interesting. But then we all saw the last movie and we hated it. Does that mean? So, I don't know, but this movie's... None of the characters are likable. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are so on it unbelievably unlikable, because they do this, like, hey, we're exes banter like they did in the last movie. But in the last movie, they got back together and then they break them up again, only to get back together in this one. Why do we keep doing this? This is fucking stupid. Like, what's the point of having characters break up only to get back together by the end of the movie when they've already done that in the previous movie? Just so many baffling decisions, and just, what are we doing? Why, what is the plot of this movie? I feel like this is the worst of Jurassic Park movies, because at least I can enjoy the other ones. Are so, like 3 is kind of a dumb fun movie. This one is so unbelievably fucking stupid that it just actively makes me angry every time I watch it, because the characters are annoying, the plot doesn't make any sense, and it's 2 different movies, and when I see one part of the movie, I'm just utterly confused of what's even happening. Like, the whole mansion plot with the dinosaurs, I was like, what's even happening? So yeah, that's this movie.